Heyo, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having themselves a fantastic Saturday, which is when I am streaming this. Welcome one all. My name is Relikai. I'm gonna play a video game on the internet tonight. That video game is gonna be Genshin Impact. Hey, what's happening? What's going on, Kai-san? Vic, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Nice thumbnail, man. I approve. Did I inspire the thumbnail? Probably didn't, but Mitsu, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I decided to go with Yelan for the thumbnail because I just happened to. I actually pulled her, got her C2. I did not intend to. I don't think I was. I think I was still outside of pity. But you know, I pulled her out of the blue, and I was like, oh, okay, that's there we go. I'm not gonna complain about that. So I was like, yeah, why not? Go ahead and put Yelan on the thumbnail. But yes, it is very good, very nice artwork of Yelan, drawn by Mitsu. She does fantastic work. I did remember to actually link the Twitter in the description this time around, so you can go ahead and check her out there. The stream is a bit late tonight because I'm not feeling great because I drank for the first time in like a while last night, and yeah, I'm remembering again why I tried to put a stop to my drinking at the beginning of the year. So I'm not feeling fantastic, so the stream may not go for the whole 2 hours tonight, but we'll see. I learned my lesson though, so I'm back to non-alcoholic beer. And yeah, so I'm gonna crack that open. Yeah, I'm gonna try and lay off the booze again, and not do that. That wasn't a good time. So gonna try and get back on the non-alcoholic beer train. So yeah, when you start getting older, it hits you harder, and it hits you for longer. So I'm just giving y'all fair warning. Once you start getting old, you might wanna think about laying off the booze. Also, I went through a lot of trying to set up my audio a little bit better, because I checked out the VOD from last night. Audio was shit. My audio was garbage. So I tried out some stuff. Hopefully it sounds a little bit better this time around. Again, still tweaking stuff with the audio. So hopefully I'll be able to zero in on like a good sweet spot here. Let's see. Drinking tiredness, understandable. Yeah. Been waiting for a week. What's that? Just drink root beer? I'm not a soda person. So I don't. I won't be drinking any kind of soda. Lucky enough that I never got into the habit of drinking soda when I was younger, because that presents a whole different type of health concern. So yeah. I look young. Well. Yeah, I still get carded when I go and do actually buy alcohol. Maybe I'll appreciate it in like 15 to 20 years, but yeah. Okay, anywho, I'm not gonna do too much preamble. Let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and get started here, so that we can see if maybe we can get through the full 2 hours. If not, then, you know, it is what it is. Alright. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this up here. So yeah, tonight we're just gonna be continuing on through the rest of the main story quest, since that is where we left off last time. Yeah, I haven't actually touched anything having to do with the main story since the last stream. All right, let me go ahead and kill a BGM here. All right, and then over here. Okay. All right, there we go. Good stuff. Let me adjust some things here. Okay. I think that should be all right. Okay. Water Yelan Super Tearing Bruiser. Ah, I see. Very nice. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I'll all right. I'll go ahead and check out your Yelan here real quick. See, I think this is you. I see. Okay. 70, 25k, okay. 10, 76, defense, 641, okay. Elemental mastery, okay. Stringless, I don't necessarily know if I'd put the stringless on Yelan. In all honesty, probably better off with the Fav bow. Let's see. What do we got here? 2-piece emblem. And then a bunch of randos. Okay. And again, only the, so we've only got the flower and the feather. Okay. Yeah, you'll definitely want to put a 4-piece emblem on her, eventually at some point. So the HP. That's fine, I guess. Physical damage bonus, definitely would not recommend that. And crit damage, I mean, crit rate and crit damage is always fine, I suppose, but I think for Yelan, probably want more energy recharge and hydro damage bonus would definitely be the better ways to go. And again, 4-piece emblem is what you would want. And yeah, the Fav Warbow is the best, like, sort of free-to-play option for her. Stringless isn't gonna really do a whole lot for her, because I don't really think Elemental Mastery, like, is a big concern for her kit. So, those are what I would recommend. Kazuha, Pyro Burst, and Yelan. Kazuha Pyro Burst. Oh, I'm assuming like when you infuse it with Pyro. Yeah. Which off piece should you keep? Probably this one. Cause HP is good for her to have. You definitely want to get rid of that one. And then yeah, this one would probably, yeah. So yeah, I'd say maybe keep the the HP sands here. Get rid of these two and replace them with emblem pieces. Yeah. Torn through the talent collecting things in like a minute for Zhongli. Oh yeah? Yeah, for Zhongli doesn't really need to be built that much, in all honesty. Like, he's good, like, without a whole ton of investment. So, yeah, it's good stuff there. 3 minutes trying to get Yelan talent. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, yeah. So, so those are, those would be my recommendations. As far as that. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, so check it out. C1. We got our girl C1. Honestly, this, C1 doesn't do a shit ton. She gets one more charge of her E skill, which is pretty nice, I will say. It is pretty cool. But you know, it's not like anything outrageous. I don't even know what her other constellations do. When Exquisite Throw conducts a coordinated attack, it will fire an additional water arrow that will deal 14% of Yelan's max HP as hydro damage. Fucking A, that's way better. God dang. I would like that a whole the hell lot more. Okay. Can you join me for a damage showcase, please? No, we're just gonna be continuing through the story here tonight. Let's see here. So, what the hell is that? What's down there? Oh, it gives you this little icon down here if there's shit down there. Okay, let's continue on here. I'm pretty sure everyone has already, like, completed Fontaine at this point, and I still haven't gotten past, the courtroom stuff. So, let's make our way over there. Oh, and I can, so I can do 1. And then 2. I mean, okay, this is pretty cool, I will admit. Oh, second charge takes a while to come back. Dang. I suppose that makes sense. If she was able to get both charges back really quickly, that would be kind of broken. Also, yeah. I don't know how to navigate this goddamn city, man. Like, I don't know anything about this city because I haven't, like, done anything in it, like, yet. Let's see. She'll tear with a little effort. She's perfect. Who's that? Yelan? This is just the Yelan fan club around here, I feel. I mean, granted, she is pretty great. What is my Yelan's build anyway? Alright, Fav Bow. What did I put on her? Well, hold on. Energy recharge, hydro damage bonus, crit rate. Yeah, okay. That's about what I got going on there. So we're all good. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see what else is going.
I came here several times with my father when I was little.
Oh, right.
Stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
I forgot. So we ended things off last time by telling Navia that we weren't going to keep fucking with her anymore. And she was really, really not happy about that. And now she's brought us here for one last meal, and this is where I'm assuming she's gonna kill us. So it's been a good time, I suppose. Yelan's best hydro waifu. I mean, she is very good. Is she better than Mona? That is up for debate. Let's see. With Child's Bow, she definitely kicks ass fully. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna fuck around with the weapon banner again. I've already fucked around with it for both my Claymore waifus. I don't need to be fucking around with it anymore. The Fav Bow is good enough. It's good enough.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
All right.
Ooh,
Let's see.
everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go
Holy
ahead,
fuck.
Try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
Bro, look at look at that fucking lasagna. It's the size of like a baseball plate. God dang.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
It was a pleasure working with you, madame.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Boss? I thought you were boss.
Well, Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
It's just like, Paimon didn't say you had to order more food. Hehehehe. This is just her response, huh? Yeah. Way too tired to stream right now? It's fine.
The mastermind behind the
I've done this before.
disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened.
I've done this before, and I'll probably do it again at some point as well.
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
I forgot about like all the the water dissolving and the kidnapping shit. I think everything about the case I kind of, or the court room trial, I just completely forgot. God damn, man. Also, hold on a second. Shit. I just had a thought, and now I've lost it. This is another side effect of growing old. Oh man, don't do it. Paimon's small as fuck. Where the fuck does she put it all? Where there's a will, there's a way. I can tell. Oh yeah, goddamn, the whole baseball plate lasagna is gone. Now we're eating like carrot cake. Oh. Paimon's stomach is like Kirby's. Yeah.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, with me being tired, that's why going through the storyline is the best course of action, because I don't gotta do anything. Unlike with, like, FGO, where I've gotta voice act every single character, I could just sit back and just listen and run around and whatnot. So yeah, this is easy streamer mode. So it's perfect for nights like this.
It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough. Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Highfalutin. Is that an actual word? Highfalutin is an actual word? Okay. I'm wondering of like the etymological history behind the word. It always sounded like high fluting, so it made me think of like flautists or something or other.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right?
Well, she's very good. She's very good at just making you feel guilty.
Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
Well, rolling for you eventually. We wanted to ask the Hydro Archon for some information, but we haven't had much opportunity to do so.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
What are you talking about? What could be a better time than after we thoroughly kick her ass in court?
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, it's gonna be really awkward when we rock up to her office. We're just like, hey, so, yeah, we've got a favor to ask you. You know, we might have publicly humiliated you and all, but, like, hear me out.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
But we have protagonist privileges, so...
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Hey man, like, I'm friends with like 2 lawyers, so I think I should be good. Lay it on me, sister.
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
One way would be to infiltrate a
Goddamn.
performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance.
I don't know, what if Paimon is a split of the unknown god? Never really agree with that community theory. Well, I am pretty certain that, Paimon has got something to do with, like, whatever civilization created the statues of the 7, cause her little cuffs that she's got on her wrists and her calves, they are the same in like design wise as like the statues of the 7. So whoever that is, whether it's like Celestia or Conria or like, I don't know, the fucking 7 Archon themselves, like wherever they came from, like I'm pretty sure she's got something to do with them.
I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
So we take advantage of her immature childishness. I mean, hey, you know what? That is the best course of action. You take advantage of Brat's brattiness and exploit it for your own means.
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Oh, what's acting? You show up, you say some stuff, you go home.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers.
Ayo?
Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
Navia? My girl? What?
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
Don't tell people that. Don't do that.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The
valid point. I overlooked that part.
Oh, did you
I
now?
was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
Why, are you sleepy? I'm kind of sleepy. Maybe Paimon's from Celestia lost her memory, but Paimon's still adorable nonetheless. Yeah. Well, like, I'm holding strong to my theory that at some point we're going to have to fight Paimon, and she's gonna transform. Like, when she gets her full power back, she's gonna transform into a like tall, big titty, big ass Ada form, and she's gonna be like crazy mega powerful, and we're gonna have to fight her and like, I don't know, bring her back to her senses or whatever to shrink her back down into her little normal gremlin form. And yeah, I'm holding on that is what we're gonna end up having to do at some point. Mark my words.
All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break.
That does sound like the most sensible plan you've put forth.
You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
Yeah, I still remember. I still remember when like what's his name? The grand judge, whatever, you know, the guy. He like tried to catch her as she was trying to just leave. And she's like, yes, all right, I admit defeat already. Couldn't you have left me with some dignity? And then like, it pulled all the way back to where we were across the courtroom, but she was still right back there, all the way in the back, and you could just see her head like go like, oh, it was adorable. Paimon becomes corrupted and goes boss mode. Yeah, exactly. Nerville? Oh, Nerville. Yeah, that's like his name. I was trying to remember his title, but I couldn't remember it.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Would someone with her personality really feel shame? It's worth a try. I did see that she felt a little bit of shame, so I think she's a good girl, ultimately.
Give it a try after this meal. You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Oh, right. This is right after the trial. I forgot. It's been like a week, so it feels like it's been a good long while. But no, it's right after.
Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Fanta? Wanna Fanta? God damn it, is that one thief lady here again?
Was this your drink?
Oh.
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention.
It was you this time.
Paimon, would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Oh.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
My drink also tastes that way too. Have we been poisoned?
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
All right. Is this where we just ditch her now?
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
Well, what are you gonna do? Start walking? You could try walking, you know?
Nah, that would be so... normal. You know, like you.
Excuse me? I'm the protect... How dare you?
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
What? Is she like plotting out her budget? Is she a fucking normie like me? where I'm like, okay, I've spent this much on with my debit card, so I can make like a few purchases with my credit card, but I can't make too many more because I've got electricity and internet to pay, plus I gotta pay my my car repair financing and all this sort of stuff. Like, Navia, are you a basic bitch?
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Seems that was pretty tough for her. That was a pretty pricey meal, all thanks to Paimon.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority.
Hey.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See ya!
Aw, she's a good girl. Don't worry, Navia. I'll roll for you when you come out. Go to the Fountain Plaza in front of the Opera House. Righto. Alright, and that is all the way. Where is it? God damn, all the way over here. Yeah, I've explored like none of Fontaine as well. Although I have swam around in the lake though. That's pretty cool. Alright, hold on. We're gonna RP walk a little bit here. Just take in the atmosphere. Yeah, it's good stuff. Look at it. Yash. Yash. Alright.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneus might have been the last one.
Dang, we're stranded. What if we fight our sibling as a future boss near the end of the game? That would be interesting. That would be a little bit more expected, though, since, you know, they are fucking evil.
Vache.
Again?
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yes, and it's clearer than it was during the day.
Ugh. That's kinda spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache. Vache.
Girl, you need to chill.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
Things are getting a little blurry.
Huh?
I feel strong emotions.
Paimon can kinda hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Uh-oh, she's been infected by my protagonist abilities.
Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Ayo. Ah, it's another one. Where's this?
Vache. Are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else.
Yep.
Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
I'm sorry, who are you? I'm afraid not.
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know.
Uh-huh.
My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered.
They've been really liking the Oceanids recently.
How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were once human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
You lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Is she one of the missing girls? Did they turn them all into Oceanids? Is the Oceanid we've been fighting over in Liyue one of them too? Uh-oh. Could she have been one of the girls who were dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
Dang. Imagine loving someone and being loved in return. Couldn't be me.
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
You need me to find him, I see. Oh, now we're gonna go out of our way to, help people. But our girl Navia, she's like, hey, you wanna hang out or whatnot? And we're like, nah, bitch, get out of here. Man,
No.
Lumine.
Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories.
I mean, that's not necessarily true.
The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
Sucker.
If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget about you. You seem like a real catch.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing.
Wait, did he turn her into an Oceanid?
If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Vacher was a witness to the fact that you dissolved?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Release.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface.
Interesting.
I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still remains. That sounds horrifying.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
I wonder how much time has passed in reality. Paimon?
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Dang. Oh, cutscene.
Come on, hurry! Navia's outnumbered!
Say what? What the hell is happening here? Oh, is she a Claymore user? Oh, damn, she is. Oh, geez, girl.
Look out!
She's using an iron,
Dear God.
or a white
It's a
cutlass.
whole army of Gardamex.
Uh-oh. A coup? Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought she was controlling them. Oh, is this where she asserts her Dami Mommy dominance? Oh, snap. Oh, damn. Aha! One-san helping mommy. Well,
I should
that was hot.
for lending us your sword there, Clarand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I walked. What? What?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
Oh? Okay, what's their deal?
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and
Ah.
I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Interesting.
Do not speak of my father.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Emotional damage.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
The law.
I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
Or maybe it was completely legal capitalist means.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish.
Oh.
Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
You can follow me if you prefer. Oh, there she goes.
I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
Whop.
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Were you planning to? I find that incredibly sus. So you're a fighter now, Paimon?
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
Wow, she takes rejection very, very well.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
Okay, we get it, simps.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Paimon contributed? Say what?
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fonta tasted kind of salty and icky.
I thought it tasted strange as well, but I couldn't be sure. Yet we got poisoned.
Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
What? Wait, really? They put... Huh. They put in the primordial seawater into. Oh, that is devious. I'm not into that. No, thank you.
Yes. So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak.
God damn.
Saving the boss.
Really?
That's evil. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
Uh-huh.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Spiked with Eula's milk? Very interesting. I mean, I think that would have much better results than ending up turning into water. But hello, Mr. Krabs. Thank you for stopping by. I hope your night's treating you well. My name's Relly. I'm a random guy playing Genshin on the internet. So howdy do to you. Feel free to stop in and hang out, chat if you feel like it, or you can lurk as well. You know, whatever puts the wind in your sails.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Like injecting midichlorian into them or something? Nice. Grandpa Raleigh? Can you teach me hockey? Nope, not even.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also gained some new intel, and I gained some new AMD.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Vache was a witness when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important.
You tell everyone what happened once you were connected to the Oceana's
Vache.
consciousness.
That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene.
Yeah, and he definitely was not the one that turned her into water, like himself.
But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
Nope, not even. Again, he is the culprit. Like, you guys need to listen to me. I already knew that who the fucking killer was at the beginning of the trial. I'm telling you, Vache killed our Oceanid girl. We should try searching for him so we can arrest him.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
All right, partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost them. See, normally I have a mission to adhere to until people mess with me. Then I go out for revenge. Because I'm Lumine, the fucking Punisher. This will prove to be their greatest mistake.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
She looks very, very amused.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Deepen our bonds as partners? I don't know if YouTube will allow us to show that.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Uh-huh. See. Let's just blame Paimon. That man sounds like sophisticated Mr. Krabs, does he? Or does everything just sound like Mr. Krabs to Mr. Krabs? Alright. Let's head back here. Okay, now where am I going? Oh, it's another one of them sexy robots. Hello, ma'am. You're quite tall. Yeah, good stuff. Whoop. This is, one of our hideouts.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I would have gotten away with it weren't for those meddling travelers and their floating bean. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. The future of mommies. They just come pre-built.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Let's do it. Alright, go to the accommodations, Navia. Wait a second.
Take it easy.
Oh, check it out. Hold up. Gotta grab all the secret stashes. Their secret stash of wheat. Oh boy. Holy hell. God damn, girl. What you got going on down here? What's happening around here? You guys live in the sewers? That is not the vibe that Navia gives off. Maybe that's the whole point. No one would suspect a lady of class to be hanging out in the sewers. Like the fucking Phantom of the Opera and shit. Simping for a curvaceous robot, I'm on board with that. This is related to my interests. Aha. Land of corroded shadows and tainted currents. Tainted currents? I suppose that's one way to describe a sewer. Let's see. I don't mind Navia taking me home. You found the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles base? Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like if this was their base, they wouldn't mind so much being stuck in the sewers. Holy hell, this is actually a lot more impressive than I thought. Wait. There's just whole ass buildings down here, man. These are just whole ass buildings in the sewers. Excuse me. Is this a fucking restaurant? It's a bar. It's a fucking bar. Got a problem? I can solve it for you. Can you solve any problem? I do believe there's any problem that can only be solved by force. When we have the Spina di Rosula Act, I'm certain we'll be able to resolve your issue with minimal harm. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, well. Very interesting. Okay. Even the kids at Fontaine enjoy looking at the robot model. Say who?
Base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Rent is probably 15G per month. Basically New York. Yeah, it's
Your
true.
accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
Uh-huh.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering.
Oh.
In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. We don't do anything illegal or unethical. That's why we're poor. I get you. I get it.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Oh, I'm sure you're doing all good, baby girl.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
Why would...
No. I'll explain it myself.
Yeah.
I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand.
I mean, I don't think we need to be trauma dumping on one another on the same day that we met. You know, we could take things a little slow. Had Klee line up with those NPCs to make it look like she's admiring the robot. Klee would be very small next to those
My
robots.
father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Oh, well, what did they call him in the sheets?
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Dang.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence.
Or what if he was just a filthy, disgusting murderer? That's something to think about.
But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Yeah, I mean, that is not untrue what you have just said. Do you have any clues?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
I smell Fatui shenaniganery. Just have any short character and line said short character up and it'll make it look like they've been awed by those robot thighs.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth.
The truth will be revealed!
If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive.
Dang, I like that walk of hers.
He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Oof, that's a lot of emotional damage.
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Man, I was hoping she would say it, Papa. Seeking the truth for the sake of your family. You know, we're quite alike in this regard. We're not so different, you and I.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
I'm wondering if they're gonna go thematically where I think they might be going. We shall see.
Even our support has decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Well, guys, did you know that money literally grows out of the ground? You could just go get a bunch of it.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
Oh, I feel like they're going there.
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that.
Okay, so they have. They're just like, no, it's cancel culture. I see. I see how it is. All right. Oh boy. Throw up money for real. Why is Navi a Geo Claymore that doesn't fit her? I think she could be whatever she feels like being, you know? I ain't gonna tell her what to do with her life. She could be Geo, she could be Electro, she could be Hydro for all I'm going to complain about it to her. But how's it going, Sherry? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. My name is Relikai. I'm just a literal random guy on the internet playing video games. You're free to stop in, hang out, chat if you feel like it, or you can lurk as well. But for the time that you do decide to hang out, I hope you enjoy yourself.
People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
Again, they're literally just being like, yeah, Twitter sucks. My God.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, snap.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you. But she is also honoring... Did she say she was honoring his dying wish? Why would she do that for a guy who was, like, you know, convicted of murder?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You don't have to.
Navia, Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Nah, not even.
Afterward, Ms. Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
I gotcha. Then that indicates that he intended to die in that duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Again, just trauma dump, girl. Just go ahead and do it. We've known each other for like at least 10 hours at this point. So I mean, like we were way past the point where we should have been trauma dumping our entire lives to one another by like the 6-hour mark. I understand how important this is to you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
It was a day.
Yeah. Paimon's beat.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Was that really the best take y'all had? That one right there? Okay, if you say so. Rest in your room, maybe I will. A peaceful night passes under the Spina di Rosula's protection.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe.
Oh, stretch check. Yeah. Oh my fucking lats. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god. Oh. Why do I feel so, absolutely fucked in the back? Oh, and I've gotta work out tomorrow, man. Oh, hopefully I don't feel dead. Hopefully I don't feel dead tomorrow, too. Oy, oy, oy. Okay.
Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Poisson?
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Girl, you know what? You make staying up for 24 hours straight look good.
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
I'm sure that's nothing to worry about.
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Bro. Dude, this soundtrack is smooth. I'm into it, man. Good stuff. All right, sorry, girl. What were you saying? I was too busy. You know, vibing with the groove. Those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. That does prove that this Vache person is a key witness. Okay, yeah.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten. No matter how much they wanted to.
The Opera House.
And that is the archives kept by
Chief Justice. That was his title. I was trying to remember.
On all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
Why do they pronounce it Oceanid? Stop doing that. Either like Oceanid or Oceanid. The fucking name literally has ocean in the word. Oceanid. Oceanid? Who does that? Come on.
So Nervalette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you.
That's something that all legal systems should be doing. As he's not doing anything special. At least I hope it's not considered special.
In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Look at Lumine. Fucking cool. Fucking too cool for school. Like kind of like lean, just like, oh yeah. Yeah, man. Look at her. She looks like she's gonna be on the cover of a 90s hip hop album or some shit. It's like, yeah, man. Here I am. Too cool. Me, the too cool for school fool. Yeah.
Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
I bet she's got a fantastic working relationship with the Chief Justice, too. She's just all kinds of mixed up with folks. Also, what is this? What is this, like, table right here in the, like, middle of the town square? This looks like a place where people come to, like, arm wrestle or some shit. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
The palais is right up ahead.
Ah,
Come on.
let's do it. The Palais Mormonia. Have I been here before? Nah, not even. Oh. Dang. This music goes hard.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
Oh my god, this fucking little furry's voice. It's got that actually like fucking turbo nerd quality to it.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, we've got some more discovery to initiate, so out the fucking way.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Oh, hell yeah, you bet your ass it's a thing.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Uh-huh. You changed your tune pretty quickly there, didn't you?
Thanks so much.
Haha. All right, the truth lost in with the rain.
Please come in.
Dang, boy. What you got going on here? Look at our model walks.
Sorry to barge in,
So
Monsieur
good.
Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
What? You did what? Huh? We didn't lie.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
I'm still waiting for him to turn evil, but like his daddy energy is very, very strong. So, you know, I'm on guard around him, like, when are you gonna do it? When's the heel turn coming? But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm sorry, Daddy? What? Are you able to make pancakes for me, like, in the morning?
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Sounds like he's gonna start using Cockney terms. Talking about the furry, by the way. Oh, was that furry a boy?
Easy to talk to.
Yeah. Who knew he would be so easy to talk to? Still suspicious. Still hot, though. Like, look at his fucking eyes. He's so evil.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
Dang.
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Guess that's that. So we're back to square one.
What if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right, then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem.
Ahem. Wait, what was that? I thought he was gonna say something. That's usually what happens
Miss
when people
Navia,
say
I
ahem.
can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Here we go.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Aha, see? See, he's lawful good, which basically is like its own form of evil. So, hey, I was technically right.
If you truly regret my father's death,
Oh,
then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
dang. They actually put like dynamically animated tears in their eyes now.
Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
Ugh, men, am I right?
Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Dang. Well. Goddamn, this city just has done our girl very dirty.
Navia, are you okay?
Oh shit.
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Is that Sky Dragon really out there just being a big old crybaby?
What is it? Did you think of something?
Your father's case, was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water. But like, so what are we saying? Are we trying to say that like there's... This rain is the primordial sea rain?
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah, and if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Oh wow. They're really trying to introduce like a bunch of like tweaks to the way the story progresses. This is some like Cyberpunk 2077 shit where they're like, yeah, do you want to like follow me right now? Do you want to drive with me, or do you want to meet up later type of stuff? Let's just go.
Great. Let's go then.
So we're just gonna get transported over there, and I'm assuming. Oh, where are we? Okay, what? Whoa, where actually are we? Huh. Interesting. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, now I've returned. Thank you all so much for waiting patiently.
The case before us.
Let's continue on here. Real quickly. I think we might be beginning to wrap things up here, but before we do, we can go a little bit further with it. Alright, let's see here. Oh, bam. Very nice. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. I actually finally got the Skyward Atlas here. After never having gotten it. So yeah, I've finally got like a decent weapon for my my catalyst users. So yeah, that's pretty exciting, I suppose. We're Dark Tide's Echo. Okay, this straight up looks like a pirate base. Ain't gonna lie.
Whoa, what a huge ship!
Oh.
Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
Well, that's why.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I think I'm starting to get why you like it. It is pretty dope, as the children might say.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
I mean, it doesn't look like a whole lot from the outside, I'll admit. You know, maybe on the inside it looks like the fucking Titanic or something, but like on the outside, doesn't look that crazy.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
You know, I'm into it. I'm into it. It's very, I can dig the whole nature core vibe you guys got going on. It's very, like, Frank Lloyd Wright, almost.
Intel is just like teachers. You gotta invest a lot before you can
Are you a shop, my guy? Is that what you are? Is that what you're doing over here? Also, where's the, I'll find them later. All right, we're really just, oh, there's one up top there. Check it out. Look at that. That's a big old guy, ain't he? All right, let's head on up. This gives me that one hotel, the vibes of that one hotel. Forget, you know, the one between like Mondstadt and Liyue.
Melus, we're back.
Hell yeah.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners.
Apologies for the wait? We're the ones who just got here, my guy. Stop apologizing for shit that you don't have to be apologizing for.
You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could the mastermind be the same person?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, maybe it would be good for us to actually know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Drugs. Straight up drugs.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
They call it potion instead of just straight up, instead of calling it drugs, they call it potion. Okay. Listen, China, I get it. Y'all don't like drugs, but like, come on, man.
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea.
They even gave it a street name. They even gave it a fucking street name, my guys.
If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
It's straight up. Well, actually, losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. Well, actually, it kind of just sounds like alcohol. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say it sounded like crack, but I'm pretty sure you actually can gain focus by using crack.
And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Yeah, it's just straight up drugs, but they won't say drugs. Because then, like, what? They would have to increase the rating or something? Or China won't, like, let their game happen?
As he oversaw Poisson,
Australia won't allow Genshin to be played?
and called for a complete ban of it.
That is, I will say, Australia's censorship laws are nearly as draconian as, like, China's. They straight up won't allow games to be sold in Australia if they have, like, you know, if, like, you can inject yourself with stuff in the game. It's pretty nuts.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant.
Oh, so he became like a undercover agent.
The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse.
Oh, Jacques.
That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard.
Gunshots?
We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
They just straight up have guns now in Genshin, which I guess, yeah, we did technically see them in, like, that cutscene with what's her mommy, but it does still feel weird to hear Genshin characters say guns, like, or gunshot.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
So they could have belonged to someone who got dissolved?
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet.
Why would he do that?
But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques, but it's also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Man.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions.
Okay.
It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callous the Unfaithful is still his epithet. and Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed.
Our girl has it rough. She's not doing that great.
Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that, ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you do know something else, Malus.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh, snap.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness.
Of course.
The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live. And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be like that. Don't be a little bitch. Like, bruh, just be honest with your family, man.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
Nah, man. You gotta protect your fragile, delicate male ego, man. A man's gotta do what he's gotta do, man.
No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
Man, our girl has been, like, doing nothing but fighting and crying and just, like, feeling like shit. Man, we gotta protect Navia, boys.
Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
He gave you the choice to live how you want? I mean, I suppose.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world.
That sounds pretty dope.
But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
Aw, snap.
When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
Yeah, we're good at that.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
Yeah, so they old, just like me.
There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture.
I'm definitely sure they're all gonna be the same NPCs that I've been seeing for the past 2 years.
But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
With the Popo? Paimon, please, don't be ignorant.
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will.
I just had a thought. Because he said, it was just because he said, I am the butler after all. And then like the mystery music starts playing. Was it Malus? Malus, are you the fucking rat? Was it the butler who did it? I swear to God, if it turns out to be him, and it's like he just been playing like this long con, I swear to God. Don't make it Malus, Hoyoverse, okay? Do not make it Malus just for the sake of being able to say it was the butler who did it. I swear to God.
I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors.
When I announced orders to the organization's members in Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark.
If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Oh, you're still doing this. You're still in the game.
The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
What is this confrère you speak of?
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence.
A guild? Y'all have fucking guilds up in here?
In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
Man, they sprouting up whole economies inside of this little gang of theirs.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Are you guys the mafia? Is that what this is?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards.
Oh, Thierry.
Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities.
Okay, they are the Mafia. They just straight up are like the fucking Mafia Yakuza. Okay.
Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
Sus this Thierry.
These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
Is it? I feel like this is like standard procedure for these types of things.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
But is it information meant to throw us off of your trail? That's what I'm trying to suss out here.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty.
I'll see about that.
And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today.
What, really? Wow, that doesn't seem right. Like, so like, they assume that the organization that they are living within now, its former leader is the one who killed their husband and father. That sounds a little messy.
If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be very happy to see us.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it to moi.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
What the hell? We've already got Ace Attorney notes? God damn. Alright, case records. 3 years ago on a rainy night, banquet goers heard 2 gunshots outside the house. When they reached the scene, Callus had a gun in his hands, and Jacques had been shot and slain. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped, and Callus was thus adjudged to have been the culprit. Did Jacques die from gunshot wounds? I feel like that's pretty important information for us to know. Alright then, so I guess this is where we start investigating. Okay, real quick, let me grab this Oculus up here. Huzzah. Alright. Also, can we go inside the ship? No? We can't go inside the ship, huh? Alright, if you guys say so. Alright, I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the evening. Alright. So we basically made it like the 2 hours. So yeah, we managed to stretch it out there. But all right, yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for tonight. All right, I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in and check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Like I always say, I really appreciate anyone giving my stream any time out of their day. Thanks a lot, Vic and Kaison and Cherry, Mr. Krabs, everyone who stopped in to hang out and chat for a little bit. Always appreciate it. No stream tomorrow, but on Tuesday we'll be continuing with Wolfenstein. So, yeah. If you guys want to see Nazis getting shot up, which I don't know why you wouldn't, go ahead and follow my socials or subscribe, I guess, to know when the streams will be going live. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get myself some rest. Hopefully, you know, fight off the rest of this alcohol sickness that I'm still feeling right now. And hopefully I'll be good to go for my workout tomorrow and for the stream on Tuesday. So, all right, everybody. So I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, or a good morning, wherever it might be for you. And hopefully you guys have a good Monday tomorrow, a good Labor Day. And hopefully I'll be able to see y'all on Tuesday. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.